Hi. Let's have a talk about yesterday, shall we? First of all, let's start off today. And I will not read that text message. I haven't eaten anything today. This is my first meal of the day, and it's around lunchtime, and I've made myself the sweet and sour noodles, which I had quite early on in my journey. And it exploded in the microwave again. Well, it didn't. It overboiled in the microwave again. But this one didn't. The first time I made it, it didn't overboil. Boil over. Whatever words mean today. But this time it did. So who knows what's going on with there. I thought we could have a mini mukbang. And talk about what happened yesterday. No matter what I say, they might just sound like excuses. I did wrong yesterday. After having an okay morning. Well, no. I'm going to be brutally honest yesterday. When I weighed myself yesterday, I was just not feeling it. And I know that was my period, but I was after 2 weeks of losing and working so hard to only have lost 1.7 pounds, even though logically I know it's probably my period, right? Which, by the way, is being a right arsehole. Like, I'm having really bad cramps. It's such a heavy period. And I just feel like absolute garbage. But yesterday, even though logically I knew it was probably because my period was starting. No, don't start now, doggies. Don't start playing now. Let me go get something to occupy the dogs. So going back to yesterday, even though I know that the reason I haven't lost much weight this week, because I haven't cheated at all this week, well, until yesterday, spoiler alert. So logically, I know that it was extra weight from my period, right? Probably. Or I just really slowed down this week. It hasn't been quite a week. Monday to Friday that's been, so the 1.7 pound, almost 2 pound, that's normal for people losing weight. But for me, I'm used to losing on normal diets like 3 to 4 pound a week. So it was a bit sad that happened yesterday. And logically, again, I know this logically, it was probably some extra period weight. But it just started off the day really crap. Again, I'm saying these are all excuses. They're not, well, they sound like excuses. They're not excuses. What I did was wrong, and no one can be harder than themselves than me. That's my problem. No one can be harder to me. Do you know what? People are going to be disappointed in me, and I'm disappointed in myself, and no one's going to be as hard on me than I am on myself, is what I'm trying to say. So, like, I sulked all last night, feeling stupidly sorry for myself, thinking, what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I doing? This is the most ridiculous thing. Why did I make that decision? My dog wants this toy, but I know if I give it to her, she's going to start tugging at it with my other dog, and it's going to be noisy, and I want to get this out of the way because I want to move past it. So, Prue, I'm going to tell you to sit. Leave it. Thank you. Thank you. Leave it. Thank you. So yesterday, I also, after lunch, I went out and I had to go to the doctors. Now, I have really high anxiety towards doctors and hospitals and dentists and everything. I don't know. I can't even explain why to you. I don't know. There's nothing traumatic happened. Please stop. I can't play with you right now. Okay, I'll play with you after lunch. Stop. I just do. I hate going. I just even thinking about going makes me nervous. So I think that was part of the problem. I'm trying to... Oh, excuse me, do you mind? I'm trying to be sincere here. Stop. Okay, sit. Leave it. So I think that was part of it. And I was feeling crap. I was left alone in a car multiple times yesterday, stupidly. I ended up going to KFC drive-thru, and You know, it's hard to have an emotional moment with you growling and tugging at the toy. It is. It is. We'll try again, shall we? So yesterday, it just didn't... There's a bunch of other stuff as well. I found out a friend is basically come out of hospital to die, and I'm just... Everything's just crap, and just there's other things going on, and none of them are excuses. I'm just trying to think, you know, everything contributed, I think, and I ended up going to KFC. I was alone in the car, no one was there, no one could talk me out of it. I didn't have my camera on me, it was at dinner time and I was hungry. In fact, I was probably just thirsty, and everything was just crap, and I gave in. After everything, I gave in, which is the most stupid thing, I know, and I've talked it over in my head over and over and over again, and it was so dumb, and even doing it, I knew it was dumb, but for some reason I still did it. So I've been trying, because it's important that, you know, everyone fails at some point, and you have to get back on it, right? So I'm fully committed to getting back on it, but I'm trying to, I've been thinking all night. I didn't even do anything last night. I went to bed and sulked, is what I did. But I've been thinking as well, like, what can I do to prevent that from happening in the future? And I've decided that if I'm alone in the car, I need to not have my credit card on me or my bank card, so I don't have access to that. Maybe even like call a friend or my mum and talk to them for the card journey. Make sure I've got something with me, like that I can eat if it's, you know, prepare basically, and not go out during the meal time. And I got stuck in traffic, and it was just, oh. Like I said, I'm not making excuses. I shouldn't have done it. I know better to do it. I've done it, but I've done it, and I can't change that now. I just need to look forward. And yes, I'm a huge disappointment. I didn't get to this size because I have a good relationship with food. It's very toxic. Has been for a long time. I didn't realise that until about 5 years ago. Maybe not even 5 years ago. Like 3 years ago, I realised how toxic it was when I tried to really diet. But ordinarily now, this is the part of the diet, because I've been dieting most of my life, right, even as a kid. Ordinarily now, this is the part of the diet where I give up for real. Like after one major blip like this, I'll give up, and then it will just continue. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen now. I'm on this now. I'm on it. And do you know what? Maybe it was a good... Well, it wasn't a good thing, but I felt so ill after eating that single meal. I felt... I was full up halfway through, but I kept making myself eat. Again, no idea. It was like I was having an out-of-body experience. And that is... It's issues I've had in the past with binge eating, right? It's still issues that I have. I'm trying to... No one magically cured me. I didn't see anyone for it. I don't know how to fix a binge eating thing. I don't know how to fix a food addiction. But this is... I think it's one of those things where you just have to quit it. Like, you know... At the end of the day, I just need to stay true to this. For the like I'd done for the first 2.5 weeks, and keep on it and not let this one thing drag me down, because that's essentially what happens. What happened in all of my diets in the past is that I get to a point a couple of weeks in, or sometimes a couple of weeks in, and then I have one bad day, or I slip up once, and then I just give in completely. I'm not going to let that happen. So this is the change now. This is the change. I'm eating my sweet and sour noodles. And I am not going to let that happen again. And I need to remember that now. That me going and doing that, it wasn't even satisfaction. I was not satisfied at the end. In fact, it made me sick. I didn't, like, I felt gross. It didn't even taste nice. That's the, like, so I think this is like but I need to make sure I take steps to, if I get tempted again or anything like that happens again, I need to take steps in order that even if I wanted to, I can't. Like, I can't, if I don't have my bank card on me, where am I going to get it from? You know? So I think that needs to definitely happen. Or even if I just put my bank card, like, if I needed to take money out with me and I was on my own, I'll put it, like, in the boot of the car rather than in the front, because then it's an extra step, isn't it, to, like, go into the back of the car and grab the money out and then go, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to think about what I can do to better the situation. And I can't even say, I don't know what to say. I know the people watching, there's a couple of people watching, they're going to be really disappointed in me, and I'm sorry, but ultimately I did it and I can't change it, and I'm sorry to myself, really. I don't know what to, I don't know, I can't. And I was dreading making this video, absolutely dreading it. I didn't finish the vlogs off yesterday because I was too ashamed to, and I think these vlogs are a really good idea because it's helped. It's really helped in the last two. I think if I wasn't vlogging, I probably would have done it sooner. So, and I did say that I was going to tell you everything. I was going to tell you the failures and the successes, and yesterday was a complete, utter failure, but I cannot let one failure affect the long-term goal. So if you were disappointed with me, I'm really sorry. I get it. And I'm going to feel bad about it for a long time, but I'm trying to move past it. So we'll try and continue on the day. This is going to be a long video, sorry, but I'm babbling. Just, again, I don't plan what I'm going to say, I just turn the camera on, and that's why I babble crap most of the time. I'm going to eat the rest of my sweet and sour. Oh, and also, I know I need to up my water intake. I've probably been only drinking 1.5 litres a day for the last few days, and I know that's needs to be at least 1 litre more than that, so I'm gonna cut the Pepsis out, like, because that was it yesterday. I didn't eat anything since I had the KFC, but I had like 2 cans of Pepsi, and I had Pepsi with the KFC, so Pepsi Max, I should say, not that it makes a difference because I had freaking KFC. But so I've drank almost 1 litre, and it's lunchtime. I'm just trying to force it down, really, because that, and I know now ultimately the consequence now is that I've probably been kicked out of ketosis, and I'm going to have to start again with the whole cycling of it. But I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. So I'm going to look back, hopefully, and say this was just a blip in the road and I got past it, and I'm keeping going. I think sometimes that's the hardest, that can be one of the hardest things, is to get back on afterwards. And if there's any people that I know watching this, haven't told anyone in real life, there's no way I can't talk to people in real life about barely anything, just because that's just the person I am. If I do, because I think there's someone that watches in real life, please don't say anything to me in real life. Like, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. But yeah, I'll talk to you later for dinner. I don't know what I'm having. I'm not even, I was supposed to be having a shake, a bar, a breakfasty item, and like a dinner type item a day, but I'm just going to eat what I feel like. I think right now I don't want to think about it too much. I'm just going to go to the, grab whatever I get out of the box and eat it, rather than trying to plan it. So I think sometimes I get too into trying to plan things, and that in itself is a triggery type thing. I need to stop thinking about food so much. I need to stop thinking of it as something to enjoy, and it's just fuel. I know that it's just fuel. I don't need to enjoy food. I don't need to have something to taste nice, you know. I know this logically, it's just doing it, and it's harder said than done. It really is. And I know most of the people will be thinking, oh, you just fat piece of shit, you can't keep away. And you're completely right, but I'm trying to change that. And it's easier said than done. I'll see you later. Hey, it's dinner time, and I have drank today 1.5 litres, so I just have 1 litre to go, so I'm doing well on the waterfront. I'm having a chocolate fudge. I don't believe I've had this before. Someone told me, someone commented, maybe I did. I can't remember if I've had this one. No, this is the nice, oh crap, I had this one the other day, I think. There's a double chocolate one and a chocolate fudge. I think I have had this one. This one's a really nice one with gooey stuff inside. I haven't tried the double chocolate. I meant to grab that one. Someone said in the comments to try microwaving for 30 seconds, and that's a really good idea, but I feel like nice and gooey inside. Yeah, I've had this one before. It's really nice. A little bit like a Mars bar, but obviously less nice. Someone also on one of the coaching meetings suggested you put them in the fridge. No, I almost said freezer. In the fridge. But I don't really like chocolate in the fridge, so I don't think I'd like it too hard. Today's been a struggle. Obviously it's been a struggle. But staying strong today, despite me being really hungry. But that would make sense because I had a big meal yesterday. Now I'm back down to little meals. Or maybe it's all in my head. Either way, I'm just trying not to think about food. I'm just like eating because it's a meal time, and try not to think about it. I nibble on this now and distract myself. So, I'll see you later for supper. Hey, it's the end of the night, and I just want to wrap this up quickly. I had porridge for dinner. I didn't film it because A, it's porridge. And I've tasted porridge before, and everyone knows what porridge tastes like, and it was fine. I didn't want to film it though because I was with someone who I didn't want to tell that my vlogged, basically. It was awkward. So it would be, yeah, I couldn't film, basically. Well, I could, but then I'd have to explain myself, and I didn't want to. So, tomorrow's going to be a good day. Tomorrow is going to be a really good day. And I've been thinking about how I can, I've been thinking, obviously, that's all I do is think and overanalyze things. I'm not going to weigh myself on Monday, because I think weighing myself, knowing that I haven't lost much weight, if any, at this point, quite frankly, with my period and my afternoon of indulgence yesterday, if you can call it that. I think it might be triggering to see that scale not as good as the other weeks. And I don't need to weigh myself, and my next meeting is not till the following Monday. So I'm going to skip this weigh-in. I'm going to work hard and then do it next Monday instead of this Monday. I'm obviously, unless I change my mind, no, I'm not going to change my mind, because I think it, even though there were reasons behind it, and I understand them logically, it was obviously still triggering. So I think that might help. Let me know what you think. Will that help? I don't know. Maybe I just need to get over it, right? Because I'm going to have weeks where I don't lose as much as other weeks. But that's my idea. Anyway, that's a really long way of telling you that I'm not weighing myself on Monday. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Bye.